Hello students, today we are going to continue with the first chapter of civics of class 7th, that is on equality. In the last video we studied about what is equality, what is equal right to vote, what is other kinds of equality, and what is actually meant by dignity, and how we can recognize someone's dignity, how we can safeguard someone's dignity. Now the next thing we are going to study is about equality in Indian democracy. Now coming over to this topic, the Indian constitution recognizes every person as equal. That means that every individual in the country, be it male or female, be it be it that person from any caste, any religion, any tribe, or educational and economic background, they all are recognized as equal. They are not treated differently. So this is what is equality. Though this also doesn't mean that inequality is not existing at all. It is absolutely not so. But at least in democratic India, the principle of equality of all persons is recognized. Now, this recognition of equality includes some of the provisions in the constitution. Like the first one is that every person is equal before law. This means that irrespective of the caste or the class or the region or the educational background or economic background the person is belonging to, everyone is treated by the law equally and given justice in the equal manner. Secondly, no person at all can be discriminated against on the basis of their religion or on the basis of their race or their caste or place of birth, or whether they are a male member of the country or the female member of the country. On none of these bases there is any kind of discrimination. Third is that every person has access to all public places, including playgrounds, hotels, shops, and markets. No one can be stopped from accessing these public places at any cost. Now, fourth is that is untouchability is totally abolished, and practicing untouchability is a punishable offense. Now, if we talk about how government has tried to implement equality in the constitution, see, there are two ways in which the government has tried to implement the system of equality in the constitution. First, through laws, and second, through government programs, several kind of awareness programs or schemes to help disadvantaged communities. Disadvantaged communities means those who are discriminated against. Now, there are several laws in India that protect every person's right to be treated equally. Apart from these laws, there are several schemes that are being run up by the government so that the lives of those communities and individuals can be improved, which have been treated unequally, which have been mistreated for a long period of time for several centuries. So these schemes are there to ensure that these people, these individuals, these communities, they have better opportunity, greater opportunity which they were lacking in the earlier period of time. Now, if we talk about some steps, one of the step is the midday meal scheme. This refers to that program which has been introduced in all the government elementary schools to provide children with cooked lunch. Now, this scheme was first adopted by Tamil Nadu. It was the first state which introduced this scheme of midday meal. Now, midday meal scheme had very positive effects, like more poor children began enrolling themselves and coming regularly to school. Teachers even reported that earlier children would often go home for lunch and then not return to school, but not now. This is not the case now. They are and they are attending the school very properly. Even though the midday meal scheme has been launched in various schools, still, if we talk about the schools which the rich attend and which is the other schools which are attended by the poor, there is still a big difference. Now, the reason behind inequality is still existing in our country, in our society, is that the attitude changes very slowly. Even though persons are aware that discrimination is against law, they continue to treat people unequally on the basis of their origin, on the basis of their religion, their caste, their disability, economic status, and so on, even on the basis of they are women or men. So, this is the problem of attitude, which changes very slowly. Only and only when people will change their attitude, the present situation can change. So, establishing equality in a democratic society is a continuous struggle and it cannot happen in a single day. Now, coming over to the next topic, that is issues of equality in other democracies. Now, coming over to this topic, if you talk about USA, that is United States of America, the African Americans whose ancestors were the slaves who were brought over from Africa continue to describe their lives today as largely unequal. Though it sounds a bit surprising, but it is true still. Even in USA, there is discrimination, and the African Americans still face the discrimination somewhere. Now, this is despite the fact that there was a movement in the late 1950s to push for equal rights for African American. But even after that, this mistreatment, this discrimination exists over there. Prior to this movement, African Americans were treated extremely unequally in the USA and denied equality through law. Now, this Civil Rights Act of 1964, which was passed later on, prohibited discrimination on the basis of race, religion, or national origin. But again, the problem is of attitude only, because still over there inequality exists and people still discriminate on the basis of color or race or religion or national origin over there also. So it is not a problem in India only, but even in other countries. Now, if we talk about various challenges of democracy, now see, a major thing is that no country can be described as totally or completely democratic. There are always communities and individuals who try to expand this idea of democracy and try to push for a greater recognition of equality, more amount of equality on existing as well as even the newer issues, but it is still a long way to go. They have to still struggle for maintaining the dignity of each and every person, and even today they struggle for the recognition of all persons as equal. So, if we summarize this chapter, we know that the Constitution of India guarantees equality to all citizens. We have also discussed that there is a need for equality through highlighting the inequalities that continue still to be practiced and experienced by various communities. The government role in passing laws and instituting policy is discussed also in this chapter to show that there is a commitment by the government for the elevation of existing inequalities, and it is a major part of work that government undertake. Apart from that, an issue of inequality in the United States of America was also highlighted in this chapter, and it shows that inequality is something a global phenomenon, not only a local phenomenon but a global phenomenon. It is existing in other countries equally, so it is a global phenomenon. So students, with this we have finished this chapter. Study this chapter properly. If there is any question from your side, do ask in the comment section. Thank you.